Hello, everybody on YouTube. This message goes out to all the sons and daughters of the Republic. Look, I love you guys. All you patriots. Love you. And I have respect. Been a long time since we've been marching in the streets, fighting for our Second Amendment. It's nice to see people finally rallying for that. But I would like to talk to you about something, pet peeve of mine, something that bothers me. And that is, there are a lot of patriots out there that I've heard say, yep, I'm going to say it, this is how our democracy works. Yep, hard to believe. There are actually patriots out there who think our form of government is a democracy. We're not. Do you know that the word democracy does not even show up once in any form in our Bill of Rights or Constitution? We are a constitutional republic, and there is a big difference. On my channel here, I'm not going to post, stuff like upload the Bill of Rights or Constitution to my channel to prove that. If any of you, ever think I am full of BS, please look it up. I need you guys to look up your own stuff, to educate yourselves. Because honestly, you make us look, you make the rest of us patriots look stupid when you're standing at a town hall, public building, saying, yes, this is how our democracy works. We are not a democracy. Please stop saying that. And I still don't think that you patriots out there realize what they are literally trying to do to us is kill our republic. That's right. They do not want us to have a republic no more. They do not want us to be a nation of laws. They actually want us to be a democracy. Mob rule. That's what they've been trying to do. That's why Obama, in his last speech, his going away speech that he had, he literally said, the death of the republic never looked so good. Now everyone chalked, oh, he's just being funny. He wasn't. He meant that. They've been trying to kill our republic for a long time. The attack on God. If you kill God, right, which the government and Obama and Hillary's world, they've been trying to do for years, then that means if you kill God, we have no God-given rights. Our Constitution and Bill of Rights were inspired by God. That's why it says in our Constitution and Bill of Rights that no man or government has the right to dictate what we do. All of the laws that were written down in the Bill of Rights and Constitution were inspired by God. They are God-given rights. So if the government kills God, they take God out of the equation, that means we no longer have God-given rights. Piece it together. Like I said, I'm not going to spend hours looking stuff up and posting it here, to prove my point. Once again, if you think I'm full of BS, if you're watching this, you're either on a smartphone or a computer, please take the time to look it up and educate yourself. Because honestly, I am so sick and tired of so-called patriots marching for our rights, which are now privileges. That's right. We do not have rights no more. They're all privileges. A right, a God-given right, means no government or man can tell me whether I can or cannot do something. It's a God-given right. I can do it, no matter how much somebody else don't like it. When it's a privilege, A privilege is something you have to ask permission for, or pay for, buy for. Like a gun permit. If you have to ask your local police department or courthouse to have a license to carry a gun, if you need a permit, if you have to pay for that permit, it is no longer a right, folks. It is a privilege. The First Amendment, freedom of speech. If you can get fined for saying something, no matter what it is, that is no longer a right. It is a privilege. Don't argue with me. Look it up. There are certain states where you can't say certain things, especially to certain people. You'll get fined, be charged with a hate crime. That is no longer a right, it is a privilege. Your right to assemble. All these rallies we're having, we're fighting for our rights. You guys realize you have the right to assemble. But it becomes a privilege when you have to buy a permit or pay for a license to have a rally. It's no longer a right, it's a privilege. So you're having a Second Amendment rally and you purchase a permit so that you can have a rally. It's no longer a right, it's a privilege. You guys have lost your way. I'm just trying to make you guys remember. Wake up a little. Listen to what I'm saying. Do not believe me. Look it up on your own. I tell people all the time, you cannot fight a corrupt government from within the same corrupt government. You can't. In a way, we've all been screwed because the government that supposedly is supposed to, be for the people and stuff like that. A few years back under the Obama administration, labeled us homegrown terrorists. Matter of fact, it says the biggest threat in the United States to liberty and the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, or to the government itself are white, and I believe this is even a sentence. It says flag-waving patriots. That's right. If you're a white, Christian, flag-waving patriot, they have us labeled under Homeland Security as a terrorist. Don't believe me? Please look it up. It was an executive order. That's right. So here you are, marching. We're going to fight for our rights, and we're going to vote these assholes out of office. And they're not going to listen to us. They already have us, patriots, labeled as terrorist. That's why there's been an attack on the flag. Oh, you can't hang the American flag someplace. There are HOAs and these stupid housing communities where don't hang that flag. Oh, and don't forget ex-military. So if you're retired military, you served our country. You swore an oath to the Constitution and Bill of Rights, and you did your 4 years, 20 years, however long you were in. When you retire from the military, in that same document, you are also a homegrown terrorist. You are the biggest threat to the government. That's right, to our way of life. Please, look it up. Don't go by my word, look it up. It is really pathetic, that there are so many patriots out there have no clue what the hell's really going on. So, look, my biggest pet peeve is stop saying our democracy. We are not a democracy. Please, fight for the republic, for that's what we are, and that's what we will stay. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Talk to you guys later.